Penguins won last night 2-1 on a beautiful backhand thanks to St. Kris. Since tomorrow is St. Patrick's Day, I think it's only fitting to dub him St. Kris, as he has been very saint-like lately. Played over 30 minutes last night, got the winning goal in the shootout, and has been, along with Crosby, the Penguins' best player in the new year. And he won't win the Norris this year, and I know I keep saying this, but he's definitely has to be finalist. Like, there's been no defenseman that's been better than him since January. I think he's only 2 points back from Carlson in terms of points by defenseman since 2009 and 2010. I believe Carlson's first, and he's only back by a little bit. I think this might be points in the power play or something like that, but I read some sort of stat like that, and that's quite impressive. We all know how good Carlson is offensively. Letang is almost as good as him offensively and excellent defensively. So he is an incredible player, and I cannot believe he was the third-round draft pick. It's mind-blowing that was a steal of the pick by Ray Shero and his staff drafting him his first year as GM in the draft, and he gets... Actually, no, that wasn't even Shero. That was Craig Patrick. Craig Patrick's last year as GM, and he pegged Kris Letang. Pretty good. Pretty good pick, I must say. Hit some bombs, but, Crosby Letang. It's not bad. It's not bad. Anyways, so the Penguins have a day off today, and they play tomorrow on St. Patrick's Day against the Hurricanes. Gosh, I feel like you're playing them a lot lately. 7 p.m. Eastern. I won't be watching. I will be celebrating St. Patrick's Day, but maybe someone will be watching and can fill me in. It should be a good game. Crucial 2 points. Philly is on a roll right now. I think they're 7-1-1 their last 9 games, so they're coming in hot. They're only a few points back of the Penguins, and Detroit lost the other night to the Leafs, which was a bad loss by them. And they also lost last night. They got killed. They did not play well at all. They got outshot. They lost to Philly. They got outshot 22-3 in the first period. Who does that? So if any team falls out, I think it's going to be Detroit. I really want them to keep the streak going, maybe 25 years. I think that'd be awesome. And I really don't want the Flyers to be in the playoffs. I really don't. But if they're in the playoffs, they will not have as good of a chance getting Austin Matthews. And that is always good, because seeing a generational talent wearing that ugly orange and black uniform for years to come, it just makes me vomit. It's not a good thing. So, in a way, I guess it's actually good that they're winning, despite the fact that I hate it and they shouldn't be in the playoffs because they're not very good, but they are relying on a rookie-year defenseman in Claude Giroux, who's basically pulling games out of his ass right now. No other players really played well on that team except for Giroux and Gostisbehere, so Mason's had a decent season, actually, but other than that, no one really has played that well. But back to the Penguins. The Penguins are playing very well. They have all 7 defensemen playing very well. I cannot remember a time when we had all 7 defensemen who can move the puck and can play well and can give you offense. However, I do have some qualms with this. I do not like how Derek Pouliot is being sat for Ian Cole. Yes, they won the past couple of games and they've played really well, but Derek Pouliot is an elite talent. He has potential to be an elite talent, at least a very good talent anyway. He's a highly touted prospect. You don't call him up and say he's ready to make the NHL and then bench him for 3 games. I know coaches are generally pretty loath to change up their lines. A lot of them are quite stubborn. Mike Sullivan's very stubborn. He sat Plotnikov for 30 games, but Pouliot's not Plotnikov. He can provide you offense. He can play in your power play. He can play in your penalty kill. He's an excellent power play producer. And him sitting in the box, yes, you're going to take NHL talent shots. Yes, you're going to be playing with NHL players in practice, but that only gets you so far. Him sitting in the box is not going to help him. Them getting Justin Schultz, it was a good trade. He's played well, but it looks like they got him at the expense of Derek Pouliot, and I don't think that's a very good trade-off. Derek Pouliot has so many more tools in his arsenal than Justin Schultz. His ceiling is a lot higher than Justin Schultz, and it could be higher than Olli Maatta potentially. People rave about Olli Maatta, but they forget that he played with Matt Niskanen in his rookie season, who is a highly underrated player, and I think elevated a lot of the pressure off Maatta and did an excellent job of making him look very good. And now that a lot of those guys are gone, Derek Pouliot's practicing with Ben Lovejoy. It's not going to help him get better. He's definitely better than Ian Cole. That trade was good when it first happened, but as we know, Ian Cole cannot play in your top 4. Derek Pouliot can. So I don't know why Ian Cole's playing over him. He's not as good of a puck-moving defenseman. He's a lot slower. He's not as good at defending. He can't generate offense from the back end, really. So if you have Schultz and Pouliot playing together, you can get so many offensive opportunities. Yes, you might be worried about defense a little bit, but you know what they say? The best defense is a great offense. If those two guys have the puck on their stick, you're not going to be able to get it off them. So I really think they should be playing Derek Pouliot. It's actually quite infuriating not playing him because, and again today, he practiced the Ben Lovejoy. He's an excellent player. We traded Jordan Staal to get the pick to draft him, and we're not even playing him. I'm not really quite sure why that is, but for some reason this regime has not been in love with Derek Pouliot as the previous regime was, and maybe they would have soured on him too, but I don't know. I fear that we could trade him in the summer, or we could lose him to the expansion draft because there's talk of expansion. However, I think he has to be protected under the law, but we could potentially get him in a trade, which I think would be a huge mistake because we don't really have a lot of young defensemen on the back end, not young high prospects, not really any prospects, and to be giving up our best prospects outside of Matt Murray, it's a little bit short-sighted. Anyways, that's all I have for this one. What do you think about the Derek Pouliot situation? Do you think he should be playing? Do you think that Ian Cole should be playing? What do you think about the lines? How do you think the Penguins are going to do without Malkin? Let me know. I hope you have a good St. Patrick's Day tomorrow. I think I'll have a fun one too. And I look forward to seeing you after the next game. Okay, bye for now.